Welcome back, people, to another episode of Politapod. Today, we have Biden auctioning off border wall material. Now, I don't know. I only watched a little bit of this. Let's see what it is.
Border scraps for sale and on the cheap, indeed. In their last weeks, the Biden administration is set to auction off.
Okay, first off, he said scraps. If they're material for the wall, then they're not scraps. I just want to put that out there.
Section of the border wall before President Trump takes office. Minimum opening bid starts at $5 for 20 tons of taxpayer-funded steel. Talk about a steal. William Lajeunesse has got the story in L.A. William, hello.
Good morning, Bill. You know, this has been a debacle from the very beginning when President Biden stopped construction of the border wall on his first day in office, abandoning millions of tons of steel. So where is it now? Well, huge sections we found yesterday being trucked away from the border, being sold as scrap for pennies on the dollar, even though President Biden knows the incoming administration.
Is he able to do that? Somebody's got to look into this. See, is he actually able to do that? Or does something have to be passed? Because it seems like he's doing a lot of stuff that doesn't seem like he's able to do. And everybody knows that it might not even be him doing this. Or, you know, it is, and we just don't know. He never comes out and says this is what he's doing. We just hear that he's doing these things.
Wants this material, he is selling it. Hundreds of tons of state-of-the-art finished steel wall for almost nothing at auction sites like this one near Tucson, meaning taxpayers will likely pay twice for the same stuff. Now, the Biden team already sold most of an estimated $350 million worth of lights, wires, and these expensive steel bollards. According to the government auction site that they're using now, Biden is taking bids starting around $5 for each 40,000-pound lot of finished steel.
That's just a slap in the face.
What is the point? I spoke on the other video about the paycheck. Like, what is this? Someone has to understand what is going on here, because I don't know anything about what's going on here. I mean, definitely going to have to do some research. This is my first time looking at this video. But we have to find out what is going on. Now, also, is there a video of him saying that this is what he wants to do? Or is it just they're just doing it?
Not just to the agents that are out there working, to the American public as a whole. They could have just left these panels alone.
So last year, we know the Biden administration sold about 700 of these 30-foot steel segments for roughly $200 a piece, meaning taxpayers took a loss of about $10,000 for each bollard. Now, President Trump installed 455 miles of wall. Another 250 miles was under construction when Biden stopped the project, refusing even to fill in the gaps in the fence that border agents begged him because the migrants were coming through. I found this pile of materials near Yuma about 3 years ago.
Message to the White House right now. I will bid on all of that wall, and we will buy it in Texas, and we will give it to Donald Trump.
They're sabotaging the incoming administration. Going to make it difficult for us, but you know what? We're going to get this done.
So who does the money go to? If they're auctioning it off, who does the money go to? That doesn't make any sense. If it's taxpayers' money and they auction it off to taxpayers and it's going back in there, I mean, you're just pretty much saying buy it twice. Buy it twice. They're making it hard to say buy it twice. That's just ridiculous.
After our report last night, the auction site took down those web pages and appeared to cancel the sale of hundreds of tons of steel that was scheduled for next Wednesday. As to who okayed this bill, we're getting a runaround from DHS to Corps of Engineers to a Defense Logistics Organization now saying that we have to talk to the Secretary of Defense to find out who okayed this.
That's an extraordinary story. If the auction site...
Now, remember, we're getting this from a mainstream media news outlet, and we don't know how much of this is actually in play, what's going on. We have to take it for what it is, do our own research, and find out. I'm just here to comment and give my opinion on what that's going on.
I did not take that down. Could they have dumped all that steel over the next 40-some days?
Well, yeah, they've already dumped a lot. Okay, so there were termination costs of $600 million just to pay off some of the contractors who were in the middle. If you remember, Bill, they were in the middle of constructing it on the day Biden took office, and he said no more, cancel the national emergency. But yeah, they've already sold multiple lots of this. There were counts of something like $30,000 in New Mexico unused, $20,000 in Arizona. We're trying to get an accounting of how much has been sold and how much still may be left.
I like the idea from Texas. They'll go.
I'm sure these guys don't really have all the right information. These guys, they don't have all the right information. The only people that have the right information are the people that are actually doing this. The ones that put up the website to sell this, the ones that are talking to the border people, the ones that gave the okay for all this to happen. Those are the only people who have the right information. Now, where these news outlets and everybody else gets their information, we don't know. So just take it for what it is. Do your own research. But I think if this is actually what is going on 100%, this has to be stopped, or we have to find out who gave this order. We have to find out who gave the order to do this. And a majority of the people, if this is what they want, is this what people want? It doesn't seem like it. I don't know. I'm not majority of the people. But still, if this is what it is, and this is on a crooked side of doing this despite the next administration coming in, that's just wrong.
Go ahead and buy it, and they will if you give them a chance, and they'll buy it on the cheap. Thank you, William. Good reporting there in Los Angeles. We'll see where that goes. Thanks.
Hey, everyone.
I don't know. What do you think? I don't know what you think. I mean, I personally can't really go deep into it because I don't have any of the information other than what we just seen here. So I just gave my opinion on what I've seen. But to actually give a thoughtful opinion of how I feel about it, I really can't because I don't have any of the information. But I can get some of that. But whatever information you have, put down in the comments, and we can have a full-blown conversation about it. All right? Until next time, I'll see you guys later.